I ran my place 5 shows a day on Saturday and Sunday, 1 through 5, 7, and 9. And pictures like that. Remember the Kettles and Abbott Costello?
Yeah.
All those, some of those.
Mom and Paul Kettles.
Mom and Pa Kettles. I had Universal Pictures. And they had a lot of stuff like that people just ate it up, you know. It was amazing. There was nothing else to do back in those days. No TV or anything, you know.
That's right.
So how much popcorn do you think you've popped over the years?
A lot.
You like to eat it?
I did. I loved it.
Did you ever burn out?
I did. I taught a lot of people how to do that. There was a certain way to do that. You had to have the best oil and you had to use the exact right amount.
It's nice, isn't it? We love it.
Well, it was an interesting life.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
When did you start messing with stocks? Was that back
Messing with what?
stocks?
Oh, when I came back from the war, I was in an
Investment club.
investment club. We called it the 15-20 investment club. Where 15 of us would put in $20 a month. And all the brokers were really anxious to get to talk to us. And we finally signed up with Merrill Lynch about 1950. And I started my own trading at that time.
Oh, are you doing that?
I enjoyed that.
I remember. I remember
Well, Gary was
coming up to Iowa and you'd be reading the Wall Street Journal.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
You studied that pretty good.
I did study it really well. And I took the Value Line Investment Survey, or
put your legs up against the wall.
Value Line Investment Service.
Yeah.
And that was
Yeah.
very
It's easier.
informative
Uses it for.
piece of material that I read.
Yeah.
And I still mess with it too. But the family wanted me out when I was 90. They told me I should try to do it. I've only got 5 stocks now and 2 mutual funds.
2 of them are what?
2 mutual funds.
5 stocks and 2 mutual funds.
Yeah. 5 stocks.
What 5 stocks you got?
Huh?
What are those 5s?
General Electric,
That's probably good.
U.S. Steel,
Very good.
Micron Technology, Intel, and Wells Fargo.
Had all those pretty long time.
All 4 of them are new highs right now.
Ooh.
U.S. Steel is something different. Okay, you know, excuse me. I want to tell you guys about U.S. Steel because maybe you'd be interested in yourself. It's one of the major steel companies in America today. And once they ever start doing something with our infrastructure, U.S. Steel is going to go right through the roof. The roads, the bridges, the airports, the harbors in this country are the worst in the world. Everybody's got better infrastructure than we have. Railroads, trains, all kinds of stuff. And if they ever turn it loose, U.S. Steel is going to really be something. I got on it way too early, 4 or 5 years ago, when it was $28, but it had previously been $192.
Wow.
And now it's down to 28, or was down to 28 when I got in. It went finally to 17. And then last year or so, it gradually came back into the mid-20s. Within a matter of a couple of weeks, it went from like 20 to 39. It'd go up $1 a day over a
Whoa.
couple, 3 weeks. When it got to 39, it went up $5 one day. So in that short period of time, it went from mid-20s to 46 bucks. About that time, they were talking seriously about getting after the infrastructure, but it didn't happen. Congress and Obama couldn't agree on anything, and nobody's going to make the other guy look good, so nothing happened. So it stagnated there for a few months. Finally, this current quarter, they finally made money on revenue for the first time in many quarters. I've forgotten exactly how many, but like 20-some quarters. First time they would have made money in this present quarter on earnings, on revenue. But they have a plant in Canada that has been a drag on their necks for a long time, and they finally, in the fall, decided to let it go bankrupt. It was a standalone type thing, had nothing to do with U.S. Steel in America, but they did own it. So it has done that now, and they have a huge charge-off this month. Quite a few $1 million. I can't remember for certain, but over 200 or 300 million. So it's wiped out and made this quarter look terrible. Even though they would have had a small profit on revenue, they're going to have a terrible loss because of this bankruptcy. Now, this company only has 144 million shares out, and their owners are big mutual funds, hedge funds, those kind of folks. And these people own more than half of the 144 million shares of stock. The other day, it was down substantially that day, dollar something, and there were 13 million shares traded that one day out of 144 million. Think of that. So that's like 8 or 9% of the company being traded one day. When that happens, there are no buyers out there that can, pick up that many shares. So they look like they're collapsing when these funds want to get out and they want to sell 1 million shares. They can't find anybody who wants to buy 1 million shares. So they just have to go down, 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 and they finally find somebody that will get it. Other mutual funds maybe, or somebody. But the 144 million shares have stayed constant for years and years and years. But the daily trades are all the way from 3 or 4 million every day to 15 and 20 million a day.
What's it down to now?
It's at 26. And
So you think it's a good buy?
I think it's going to be, but I wouldn't do it till about March. By March, you'll find out what that first quarter is going to look like next year. But if that sucker goes through and they just have a small profit, that baby is going to really take off. They've got a new management team, and he's the one that said we got to get this Canadian thing off our backs and stuff like that.
I know, but we gotta move on.
You can look and look and look, and
When you get to the end of the story, you can't go.
big company.
Yeah.
So few
You'll just
shares,
have to tell her.
like Intel's got $1 billion too.
He listens to you.
Hey, you about ready to shut it down? Move on to the next event? I know you're holding court over here, but